Hi everyone, it's Miss Owen here at BMS, and today I'm going to show you how to graph linear equations two different ways. So the first way is by knowing the formula for the standard equation of a line, which is y equals mx plus b. Okay, so what is the m and what is the b? So let's go ahead and write down the standard equation of a line. The m is known as the slope, and the b is known as the y-intercept. The y-intercept is just wherever the line crosses the y-axis, and we know that the y-axis is the vertical line. So let's look at our first equation. Our first equation is y equals 2x minus 3. So where is the b? The 2 is the m, and if it helps, you can write the m above it. And the b is the, not just 3, but we have to take the sign with it. It's the negative 3, okay? So it's going to start on this y-axis at negative 3. So here's my origin, 0, 0. I'm going to go down 3 spaces. That's where the graph starts. Then I'm going to use my slope. Slope is rise over run, how much the line changes by going up or down, and how much it goes across from left to right. So I look at this, and it's not in a fraction, but I can change it to make it into a fraction by putting any number over 1, and it doesn't change its value. So now my slope is 2 over 1, so I'm going to go up 2 from my y-intercept and over 1 to the right. So I go up 2 over 1, plot the point. 2 points make a straight line, so we can say that that's our line, or you can continue graphing. So I can go again up 2 over 1, plot my point, do rise over run again, up 2 over 1, and that's my line. Okay, so let's look at it by making a graph. You can always graph these equations by making an input-output table. So my values for my input-output table, I just plugged in 0, 1, 2, and 3. So 4 points. So if I plug in 0 into this equation, 2 times 0 is 0, and then 0 minus 3 is negative 3. Then I'm going to plug in 1 into the equation. 2 times 1 is 2, and 2 minus 3 is negative 1. The next one, 2. If I plug in 2 into the equation, 2 times 2 is 4, and 4 minus 3 is positive 1. And the last one, 2 times 3 is 6, and 6 minus 3 is 3. Now we can say that these are our 4 points for our ordered pairs of that line. When we graph them, you will notice that it is the same as graphing it in the form of y equals mx plus b. So my first point is 0, negative 3. So I go over 0 down to negative 3. That's the y-intercept. The next point, 1, negative 1. That's my second point. The next one, positive 2, positive 1. And the last one, 3, 3. So I go over 3 up to 3. Okay, so let's look at the other one. Let's start with y equals mx plus b. So where is it going to start? It's going to start on the y-intercept. So it's going to start at positive 3. So I go up to positive 3. That's my starting point. Now we have negative x. You might be wondering, what do I do with that negative x? Where's my rise over run? Well, we know that the value of x is just 1, so it's really like negative 1x. But remember, we want to change it to a fraction, so we place it over 1. So our rise over run tells us to go, instead of up 1, rising up, we're going to go down 1 because it's negative, and to the right 1. So I go down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1. As many times as you want to go, it doesn't really matter. You might be wondering, well, how do I get points on this side of the line? To get points on that side of the line, you do the opposite. So since we went down and to the right, we're going to go up and to the left. up and to the left. Okay, and that's my line. The other way to graph this line is by using a table. So again, my values 0, 1, 2, and 3. So I'm going to plug in 0 in for x. So what's negative 0, which is 0, plus 3? Okay, plugging in 1 in for x. So negative 1 plus 3 is 2. Plugging in 2 for x. Negative 2 plus 3 is 1. And plugging in my last number, 3 for x. Negative 3 plus 3 is 0. These are my ordered pairs. And let's look and see where they are on our line. So my first point, 0, 3. So I go over 0 up to 3. That's my first point. Second point, 1, 2. I go over 1 up to 2. I'm on the line. 2, 1. Over 2 up to 1. And 3, 0. Over 3 and up to 0. So you can see that they're both the same. It's just two different ways of graphing. So let's look at the last one. The last example is y equals 1/2 x plus 1. So you think about it. Where is it going to start? It's going to start on the y-axis at positive 1 because that is our b. So I start at 1 on the y-axis. Then I need to use my slope. Well, my slope is 1/2. It's already in a fraction form, so that tells me I'm going to go up 1 and to the right 2. So I go up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2. And then if you're wondering, how do I get points on this side? Remember, we want to do the opposite. Since we went up and to the right, we're going to go down and to the left. So down 1 to the left 2. And that's my line. So those are just 3 examples of graphing linear equations, either using y equals mx plus b or creating a table and plugging in values for x. I hope you all found this helpful. Remember, if you liked what you see, to click like, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to see more videos. See you all next time.